The biggest struggle of being a triplet or a twin is probably trying to find your individualism of being yourself and letting people see you as your own self.
The biggest struggle of being a twin is that you're always compared to them. It's like your parents have different expectations for you guys, and teachers think of you differently, so they want you to either act like that person or they expect you to do the same things, and it's kind of hard to branch out.
Well, for me, it doesn't affect me that much because I don't look like Addie and Riley. Addie and Riley are identical and I'm fraternal, but I can see how it affects them, how they just want to be their own person and don't want to be called like the wrong name.
It affects me a little bit depending on the situation. Like if they call me her name, then it's kind of funny. But if it's like someone doing it on purpose or they know it bothers me, then it affects me in a way where it's like I'm trying to prove that I'm my own person and you're not letting me.
I mean, we get along pretty well. I think it just depends on the day and what we say to each other, but I know that they would take a bullet for me and I do the same for them.
It kind of depends on the day. I mean, we both sometimes have our own moods, so it's like we know when to stay away from each other. We know when to that if we need each other, then we can go to each other. It kind of just depends on how we bounce off each other.
You have to be more outgoing than you're supposed to be. You have to be crazy. You have to be confident in your own self, and if you're not, like, you're just going to be compared to.
Well, our personalities are completely different. She's more extroverted, I'm more introverted, so it's kind of easy for us to be different.
My parents do have different expectations for us. For me, I have to be more responsible, and if I'm not, like, the punishments are more severe than they should be.
School and study habits, so that my parents are more like, oh, well, you show that you can do this, so they expect more from me than they kind of expect more from her.
So some of the false things people believe about being a twin or triplet is that you can feel their emotion, or like if you break an arm, they'll feel it too, which you can feel their emotion. Like if she's having a bad day, like you can get a sort of vibe. But if Addie or Riley breaks a bone, you won't feel that pain.
That you can read each other's mind, you can't.
The biggest blessings about having a twin or triplet is being able to, if it's your first day of school, you're not walking in alone. You have 3 sets of buddies that are coming in with you, and you get to take on the world together.
You're a built-in best friend. I mean, if you're new somewhere or you're uncomfortable somewhere, you know that you can depend on them and they'll be for you no matter what.